What's up? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and I'm out here with the Dexterity X100 from XK, and just to show you guys a little demo flight and give you guys some commentary so you can know my impressions so far. It's a pretty nice flying quadcopter, but so far I have not been able to figure out how to get the transmitter settings set up correctly for 3D mode. Let me show you guys the transmitter. I've been flying it with the jumper. Also, I have binded it up to the XK X7, and for some reason with that transmitter the yaw is slow, and it seems like all the rates are lower. Even though I raised everything to its highest point, it seems like everything is faster with deviation. Well, really not that surprising. Deviation is awesome. But anyhow, I haven't been able to figure out how to make it so that having the throttle stick at center here is 0 throttle, and then this will, any negative input will cause the props to spin the opposite direction in order to make the aircraft fly down, thrust downward, and any positive from the center point here will cause the aircraft to go up. I have not been able to set that up. Haven't figured it out yet. You guys can help me out in the comments if you can, if you will. And it's really easy to bind it up to a Futaba transmitter. All you have to do is hold down this button. I don't know if you guys can see on top of this right rear arm here, there's a button underneath the canopy, and you just hold that button down while it's already plugged in, and the rear lights are blue lights, blue LEDs. They'll turn off once you hold this button down. Then you release the button and the lights will stay off because it's binding. Once it's bound to the transmitter, the lights will come on solid, and then you can fly it. And so that's how you bind it to a new transmitter. And it's been flying really nice in stabilization mode. It's an awesome flying quad. It's a beast, especially with deviation. I'm flying it with the jumper T8SG. It has a fast yaw rate, really deep pitch, and it has a pretty decent thrust. And I have been flying it in acro mode on the X7. I can get it in acro mode, and I can say it does fly acro mode, but it's not like flying a brushless quadcopter in acro mode. It's a little more difficult to fly it in acro mode because of the lack of power, and so you're constantly seeing the aircraft jerk, you know, because it's so light and the motors aren't as powerful, and so it's harder to stabilize after you're flying fast. You can't really do any fast and acrobatic acro with this thing. I imagine that you can do some nice things in 3D mode if I can get it in that mode. And I did change the power connector there to the Power Whoop PH 2.0, and I think I have some better battery options for that connection there, so that's why I did that. And it was kind of hard to get the stock battery stuffed in there. It's pretty hard to get it in there. A little easier to get these stick style batteries in there, and these stick style batteries are a better quality, better performing battery than a stock battery, and so that's why I did that. And so let's check this thing out. Should be already bound to my T8SG. I think I flew it with this last. Let's see. Yep. Flies really nice. Now you can do a manual flip with this and get it to fly upside down if you hold it too long though. Sometimes if you hold throttle, or I think maybe it's just luck of the draw, you can catch it upside down, but it'll fly down towards the ground. So really not ideal to try to do that. I wouldn't I recommend that you guys try to get it upside down like that. You can land it or catch it and just turn it upside down like this. Then the props will automatically start spinning the opposite direction, so you can fly it upside down like that. Check it out. It seems like it has more pitch when it's upside down. Same flight characteristics, just about though. It's just a little louder. It looks weird flying upside down. Or some people might think it looks cool. Now I was having a problem with the props flying off all the time. And I found that it was the props that came installed. When I used the spare props, they're a little tighter, and it eliminated the problem of me having the props fly off. So if your props are flying off, try using the spares. They seem to always be a little tighter. Okay, I guess I'm gonna try to flip it over for you guys manually before the battery dies. And the battery got really weak. That's the only thing about these stick batteries. The battery goes from maybe like 70%, and it pummels, it goes down really fast to nothing, just about. So now I don't have enough power to even take off. Check it out. So we're at the end of the battery. I don't know if the lights were flashing. They probably were flashing already. But that's it. A quick little demo flight of this X100 and my impressions on it so far. Pretty awesome flying quadcopter in stabilization mode. Can't really get the 3D mode going yet. Thanks for watching.